doing another bike trip with my dad, the road captain. Let's get into it. What's going on YouTube? FXDLS Brooklyn is back in the building. And a lot of my content from the early days has been celebrating these miles that I get to share with my father, the road captain, who's up there leading this ride. And it's amazing, you know, I've actually got him using a Lexan unit, so he just paged me and he's like, I hope you're getting this, because this is amazing, you know. And I was like, yeah, I agree, this is amazing. And you know, him and I had a rough year. You know, him and I both had some pretty major injuries. I had a near-death experience. I couldn't ride with him for a long time, hence the inception of the captain's corner. Like, that's how we did V-twin activities when I was down and out. But it's just like these memories, these bike trips, I've lost count of how many bike trips we've done together at this point. This is what it's all about, man. You know, I will never take for granted these miles that I get to do with my dad. And you know, he continues to impress me. You know, if he's up there throwing a fully loaded for touring ultra classic around these twisties, leading a group of 4 performance dynas, where I've had to lead really big rides before and I've always gotten stressed out having to set a pace, and like, it's always stressful having to lead a ride in a really technical ride like this. And as always, the road captain just does not disappoint. He lives up to his name. And you know, even just yesterday, I think I just mentioned in another video, we call him the road captain because he somehow always manages to locate the best route from point A to point B. And sometimes it's very unorthodox. Like yesterday, we loaded the bikes up on a ferry, you know? And that's what it's all about. Like, who would think to, you know, cross this random body of water? Most people would just blast through a highway. So I don't take any of these miles for granted with my dad. He's, again, continues to impress me as a rider, you know, and a leader on the road. So, and then beyond that, you know, I'm also just like watching him break down, set up, crawl in and out of a tent, you know. So to add on the moto camping aspect, it's just, I know most of his friends that are his age that are riding, number one, cannot ride as technically as he can, especially throwing the bike around that he's got on. Number two, cannot lay down the miles that he lays down. And number three, there is no way in hell they are setting up camp in the wilderness and moto camping next to their bikes. So, you know, I've made a lot of videos just celebrating my time with my dad. You know, we do one every Father's Day, but had to do one for the current bike trip that we're on, because, you know, these, on the coldest days of the winter, are the memories that I look back on that bring me a little bit of warmth. And again, I'm just grateful that, you know, he introduced me to the life of performance Harley Davidson many moons back, and that we get to share this thing together continuously. So thanks, Dad. Love you, Dad. Thanks for leading another great bike trip. We're having a blast out here. But hey, whether you're riding solo or whether you're riding with loved ones, stay safe out there and stay low. Practice a positive mental attitude. Do the bike trips. This is where the real riding is. It's on the road. FXDLS Brooklyn is out.